Hello and welcome to my next build for the Michael's Coen C's Kursk build. So it'll be the classic Stuka Tank Buster by Academy. This Academy kit that comes in these long boxes. I've built a few of these that come in this kind of boxes from this vintage, and I found them to be pretty good kits, pretty good value kits. So let me just do a quick out of boxing to show you what comes in the kit. So here's the outside of the box. Here on these sides you got pictures of the actual completed model, and then the other side just another picture of the completed model and some information in international or various languages. Okay. So when you open her up, you have 3 bags of sprues. One bag has 2 sprues, which contains the wings. You got your upper and your lower, and just give you a little quick look here. You can see. So if you want to see pictures of the completed sprues, you can take a look at the intro of the Kursk build on my channel here, and you'll see all the sprue shots. But I just want to give you a quick look here in case you haven't seen that yet. Okay. Next to the wings, you got another with all the other rest of the sprues. You have your main body, propeller, engine, and just look there at the panels. So pretty decent quality detail for 1/72 kit, for a relatively inexpensive kit. Here you got the front cowling. Here you got your cockpit floor, the seats, the instrument panel, joystick, and so forth are on this sprue. And then the last sprue is what makes this the tank buster, which is the cannon for the Stuka. And here you have, comes in 2 halves, mounting brackets and so forth. Right. And lastly, for sprues, you have your clear sprue. You have the option of either closed canopy or open canopy. Let me see, you can take a better look this way. So you see the closed and the open, the multi-parts. So you have that option. And also inside the box, you have the instructions, you have your decals, you have your painting guide, as well as your standard little warning that comes with the Academy kits, which if you ever built them, you know what they are. But I can get them out. You know, parts, tools you need, and warnings of what not to do. Alright. So just a quick here, the painting guides. It comes with 2 guides, 1 and 2 different options. You have your decals, including decals for the instrument panel. And then you have your instruction booklet, a little bit of information in a few languages of the Stuka. This is an accordion style. Opens up the long way. So reasonably pretty simple build. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. 10 steps. Nope, sorry, 11 steps total of the number of builds you can have. And then here at the back you have your parts location diagram, which is good to have. And they are numbered, so you can easily locate your parts. And the instructions here, these are copyright 2002. Alright, so that's what comes in the box, and I will start my build. First I'm going to give these parts a wash and then start the build. Alright, be back with the next part. Thank you. Hi, so this is where I am. So I've done the little cockpit area. I painted it a little dark gray, did a little black oil wash, and did a little dry brushing silver. Bring out some of the highlights in there, details. Same thing with the side panels here. I have this taped up, so it was test fitting everything. So you can see there in the light, you see the highlights there. I mean, once this is all closed up, I mean, you're really not going to see much details in here at all, especially at the canopy and whatnot. So, but it's pretty good detail for a little kit. As you see, once this is closed up, you'd be hard pressed to see details in there. Already glued on the wings, the top and half wings. So I just gotta clean up the seams here. Did another sub-assembly being the cannons. So those are all done. So right now I'm going to proceed. I will let this dry fully, assemble it, glue it, and clean up the seams, and I'll be back after that. Thank you. Hello. So I've completed the major construction of the Stuka here before painting. There's a few little things I left off, such as the prop and the cowlings. I'm going to paint that separately. I just still have that here on the sprue and started painting some of the parts that I'm just going to put on later, like the propeller, the spitter, the exhaust, and the machine gun on the back. I also left off the pitot tube and the antenna. I'll paint those and add those on later at the end, after the canopy. So here at the bottom, I have the machine guns, the cannons, installed temporarily. They're just press fitted on right now. The reason I press fit them on right now is just to get the proper alignment. I don't know whether you can see this there in the camera of the connection points here for the cannon. Make sure those are properly aligned. That's why I have them there in place right now. I also pre-painted the wheels. I'm going to mask them off before I paint off the rest of the plane. Alright, so my next part of this update is going to be after I have started the priming and the painting. Alright, be back. Thank you. Hello, so I've done my primary painting here. So I lay down the gray primer, painted the blue on the bottom, masked that off, painted the light green on the top, masked that off, and then painted in the darker green. I used the same method as I used before for the EL2 that I built before. I used that blue tape, artist tape. In this case, instead of cutting it up here, I just, since we're dealing with all straight lines, I just cut up the tape into various squares, triangles, and so forth, wedges, and laid them out to get an approximate camouflage splinter pattern on the aircraft here. So I remove all the tape, all the masking now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay down a coat of clear, protect it, and then I'll come back and we'll do any little touch-ups and paint all the little details and add in like the exhaust and so forth. The canopy, this is the single piece canopy, which I'm going to remove. I'm going to use the open canopy, and I'm going to mask and paint that separately from the aircraft. Here at the bottom, the wheels, which go the dark green, I'm going to paint those separately by brush. And I have the wheels here masked off, and I'm just, if necessary, just do any touch-ups there, and so forth. Same thing with the tail wheel. Alright, so I'll be back here with my next update. Thank you. Hello. Alright, this is the last segment of the Stuka build for me. So, everything's painted, weathered, really light shipping, not much. Left the canopy open. Trying to decide whether I'm going to put the antenna wire or not. I'll decide that later when I put everything together. But here you go. I mean, the Academy kit, the Stuka is a nice little kit. I do recommend it. Now, the decals on it do suck. I mean, they're just not really good. They took a lot of applications of microsalt to weather to go down. In fact, if you take a close look here at the wing, I did manage to finally get it. Let me see, get that in focus there. I did finally manage to get it to settle down. What I had to do is I took an X-Acto knife and I cut the, I scored the decal along the seams here. I also took a toothpick and went and just make sure that it was nice and there within the seam. That's how I got it to actually finally settle down in there. In those spots, if you can see that there, you can see that better there. You see how it contours to the panel lines. So that's what I had to do for these, for the wings, the decals. I did get a little bit of silvering on this one here. I don't know what you can see that in there. But so there you go. Again, it's a nice little kit. I do recommend it. Again, just watch out for the decals. Hopefully you have some better ones in your spares, or get some aftermarket decals. Alright, so now I'm going to go and move on to the next build. I already did the EL2, but I'm going to do another EL2 in the correct pattern, camo pattern for the Kursk build. Alright, well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build, and I hope you guys are coming along with your builds. Alright, thank you much. Bye.